Dr. Venkman into the gate. Here's Imagination, Madhouse, and finally, What You Talking About? What You Talking About coming up to the outside stall goes in. They're all in line, ready for the start. What You Talking About's backed out of the gate. Going back in. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. And Straight No Chaser, Bentornato, and Madhouse go out to the front. American Stage is sent through on the inside of them to try to run with these speedballs, and 4 of them duke it out early on, flying up front. Then Imagination, Mulligan, Dr. Venkman, and What You Talking About on the outside. Nakatomi is next, then Banishing, followed by the Philly Copian, who's down toward the rail. Patriot Spirits on the far outside, then Big City Lights. Lovesick Blues is the trailer as they race for the far turn, 21.48 seconds. Bentornato and Straight No Chaser past the 3 furlong pole together. The 1-2 finishers last year, 1-2 this year on the far turn. American Stage from Japan is third on the inside. Mulligan is under pressure. Imagination is coming on now. One off the rail and moving up as they come toward the top of the stretch. Bentornato, Straight No Chaser. Imagination swings up on the outside. American Stage is running a big one too. Bentornato turns loose with 1 furlong to run. Imagination second. Dr. Venkman closing outside, but Bentornato and Gerard Ortiz have won the Breeders' Cup Sprint over Imagination and Dr. Venkman, then American Stage. Bentornato, it means welcome back in Italian, and welcome back to the winner's circle, Jose D'Angelo and Gerard Ortiz.
Oh, D'Angelo, what a day. Back-to-back wins on this Breeders' Cup card, taking the 2 races that are centered around speed. She's So Spicy in the previous race in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, and then now the Cy Games Breeders' Cup Sprint. And how about the strategy? Yes, there was speed, but Gerard Ortiz just shuffled it all off and went right to the lead.
You know, that rematch that we hoped for from last season didn't completely materialize, but middle part of the race, you had the defending champ battling with the 10. The 10 shakes clear and Bentornato sets sail. Everyone else kind of scrambling to try to catch up. Give some credit to Imagination. He does come up with a nice late kick. He just can't catch the winner.
I tell you what, this was so impressive too. And most of Bentornato's wins, he's right off the pace lane, second or third. He did this the hard way. Went 21-2, 44 flat, 56 flat, but drawing off very, very impressively in the end. Very great ride by Gerard Ortiz, and congrats to those connections. Jose D'Angelo and Gerard winning back-to-back Breeders' Cup races today.
Final time for the 6 furlongs, 1:08.1, moving along. Bentornato, and now the discussion will be about that Eclipse Award handed out to the champion sprinter Bookham Dano Past. But this effort here, this is what the race was designed for, was to decide that title, and it would be hard to take it away from Bentornato and what he's done. 2 for 2 this year, but the biggest prize of all.
You got to give credit to the connections as well. After the loss last year, kind of a heartbreaker to Straight No Chaser, they regroup. They let him go to the sidelines for an extended period of time, bring him back at Churchill Downs in the Louisville Thoroughbred Society, and then bam, this kind of performance, just electric.
I think that's what makes it so impressive too, Kate. And this is only his 2nd race this year, coming off that win at Churchill Downs, and yet you could see him, that stride is just really lengthening, and great training job by Jose D'Angelo. That's not an easy feat, to take a horse off a 10-month layoff and win by 5 and run a 108 buyer and come right back 7 weeks later and have a performance like this.
Well, and that's the other thing. You can measure by any way, and you mentioned buyer speed figures, and you'd have to say that the sale that we had here that Keeneland put on in the paddock has worked out well for Michael and Jules Ivorone. But if you just look at the raw times, this horse has gone back-to-back in 108 and change in 6 furlong races. That's awesome.
Just spectacular. That horse was as good as advertised in every way. And for Jose D'Angelo, a real pivotal moment here on the Breeders' Cup stage to not only have the 3-year-old filly conquer her elders and do it so impressively, but the same way back again with this return hero in Bentornato.
The Ridgeline son of Valiant Minister out of the Put It Back mare, her special way, is the best sprinter on dirt in the world. It's Bentornato taking the Cy Games Breeders' Cup Sprint.
Number 10, Bentornato was first. Second, number 7, Imagination. Third, number 6, Dr. Venkman. Fourth, number 9, American Stage. Fifth, number 1, Copian. 10-7-6-9-1, your top 5 finishers. Final time for 6 furlongs, 1 minute 8.20 seconds. Number 10, Bentornato, pays $5.40 for the win.